up?
Greetings. Oh,
It's time for another Rebel Nerd Radio. We're going to nerd out tonight. And where are we at? I just said this, we are on episode number 229. Almost 230. We're not too far from 250. And tonight we are going to be discussing Rebuild the Galaxy, Pieces of the Past.
who doesn't? Because who doesn't like Legos?
Who doesn't like Legos? Who doesn't like Lego Star Wars?
I mean, come on.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to talk about that tonight. In addition to our own brand of Star Wars shenanigans and squirrel moments, as usual. Who do we got in the chat so far? We've got Matthew. How's it going, sir? And Steve.
Who's that? A soccer game?
Not
Hey, Steve.
not a huge cast of characters tonight yet.
Not yet. They'll be there.
I wonder if they remember we were coming on tonight.
It is. I mean, it is Tuesday. I mean, it isn't like we don't do this every Tuesday. So,
yeah, that's true. It's not like we do this every Tuesday.
Yeah.
We try to.
We try to, weather permitting, and actually, the weather's been pretty damn nice lately. To be honest with you,
that's good.
Yeah,
No
that is
rain,
good.
no storms.
No rain,
that's always good.
No storms. I'm not getting delayed by work or getting held up by work. That's awesome.
Heck yeah. So, what you been going on with you this week besides work?
No, Saturday was pretty much just a lazy day for me. I did have to take one call for work, so not too bad. You gotta love squirrels. It's getting that time of year where they're running wild trying to gather food, get ready for fall. So we're gonna have a few more of those, but I mean, it's like bug zappers on a, like remember those old bug zappers that you had in your backyard, and it was a black light. Yeah, Transformers and fuses work the same way. It's pretty much they just take care of the squirrels for us and that kind of thing. So I had that to do on Saturday, but other than that, it was a lot of just personal projects and a little bit of cleaning and this, that, and the other thing. And then Sunday, I actually got to revisit an old custom that me and my daughter used to do when she was younger, before she became an adult and grew up and all that horrible nonsense. Yeah. We actually were able to go to, here in Wichita, they have what they call the Great Plains Renaissance Festival, and it's the Scottish-Irish Festival along with it. Nice. And that was going on at one of the local parks here in Wichita, so we actually had free time. We were able to go over. We sat and walked around for about 3 hours at the Renaissance Festival there, and it's actually, we hadn't been in a couple of years, and it's grown a lot in size. I think it's almost doubled in size, which is fantastic. It's great to see that they're actually getting to do that. Makes me miss going to Kansas City, to the Renaissance Festival in Kansas City, which is actually going on right now, which is also a lot of fun. If you folks have never been to a Renaissance Festival or never had the pleasure of going, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. The one in Kansas City is really fun. I've heard the one in Texas is awesome. I've been to the one in Oklahoma. I've been to the one in Colorado.
Wait, you've been to which one in Oklahoma?
The one in Muskogee.
Okay.
Yeah, been to the one in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Been to the one in briefly to the one in Texas. Did not get to see the whole thing, but it was awesome. It was just huge. And I think the one in Colorado. Yeah, the one in Colorado. A lot of fun. They're great times. They're cool. And I actually, believe it or not, you'll love this part. I joked with my daughter, because she knows that I do cosplay stuff, and I've been trying to get in the Rebel Legion and the 501st and different things like that. And I actually, nerd, hyper nerd. It's okay. I wear it proudly. I wear it proudly. I've been telling her, and she's like 20-something-year-old college kid. She's the into the hip things. She's not into the nerd stuff and all that kind of stuff. She's never really. I don't think I've tried to get her to watch Star Wars, and she can't do it. I can't do it. She won't do it. And I've always kind of joked with her because we always tell her about the places that we go for the Star Wars conventions and things like that, for like Florida. And then I told her we're going to Los Angeles in 2027. And we just recently got back from Japan, and then going to London and different places. She's kind of has that attitude that she wants to go along, but she doesn't want to go along because she wants to cosplay or because she wants to actually learn or partake in the Star Wars stuff. She just wants to go so I can like turn her loose in these cities and let her go explore by herself. Which I told her absolutely not. I don't care if she's 23 years old or not. I would not knowingly turn her loose by herself in any of these places that we've been, because that would just freak me out as a dad. But I told her, I joked about her cosplay, and I said you could dress up as any, Star Wars character you wanted to, whatever you want to do, you could come with me and da 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 da. And still can't get her to watch Star Wars. But I did, however, at the Renaissance Festival, she says, you know what? She says, I almost want to find a dress and all the outfit and wear it to when we go to these Renaissance festivals and we can start going again. And that's not Star Wars, but you know what? I figure it's at least a start. Where I'm getting her,
it's nerdy, so it's
exactly, it's nerdy, it's Renaissance stuff. So to get her to dress up to go to the Renaissance Festival, to participate, to actually be a player, and to experience it as a cosplayer too. I mean, it's a start. And for me, I'm like, no problem. I said I've always wanted to like put together like a pirate outfit and go to these things like dressed as a pirate or something of that, that effect, or like a musketeer or something to that effect. And I told her, I said, I know, you know what? I said, we can find you an outfit. I said, I can put together an outfit. And I said, we can start going to Renaissance festivals and you can dress as a princess or a maiden or whatever it is you want to do. And I said, I'll do either the musketeer or I'll do the pirate or something like that. And she goes, Dad, as long as I don't want to do the princess one. She goes, I just want to dress up as like a maiden or something like that. I said, hey, I'm fine with it. As long as we get it somewhere in there, I don't care. I'm like, that's how it starts, though. That's how it starts, and I'm proud. So, yeah.
Lead her down the path of nerdery.
Nerdery, I know. It starts where it starts. And she said she's watched Game of Thrones, so I'm like, see, you could do a Game of Thrones cosplay.
Oh, there you go. She's one up on me. I have not seen Game of Thrones.
She loved Game of Thrones. I said, see, you could dress up as Dany. You could dress up as the Mother of Dragons. I said you could do something like that. I mean, she's got plenty of outfits. You could wear it, and people would understand it because it's Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. I'm like, if she does that, or she decides to do like Lord of the Rings or something like that, I'd be fine with that too. She could dress as an elf. She could do, one of the Rangers or something like that. I mean, there's all kinds of things she could do. And I mean, as long as I get her on that, and maybe it's something her and I could do together, and it's nerd stuff, I'm actually pretty happy with that and rather proud. So,
so she's still in college.
Yep. Yeah, she'll actually graduate. She'll graduate in the spring.
That's what I was about to ask. What year is she?
She'll graduate in the spring.
That's cool.
Yeah, she actually, what she ended up doing is she went to a different college because they offered her a pretty good scholarship, and the college didn't deliver on what she wanted to do as far as her career choice. So she ended up halfway through her sophomore year, she had to transfer to another college, and only part of her credits transferred. So unfortunately, she had to do her sophomore year all over again. So she is a year behind. So she's a year behind of what she should. She should have graduated already, but unfortunately, she was a year behind because the school. Like I said, the school that she originally went to didn't offer what she wanted, and then she had to transfer halfway through her sophomore year, and so now she was playing a lot of catch up. But I mean, she's done a real good job at it. It's been great. Like I said, she'll graduate in the spring. Everything will be fine. The only thing wrong with that is that her sports, because the NCAA, the way they are, they can only play for 4 years in sports. They're not allowed to play more than that. And
Right.
yeah, so her tuition and her all of her stuff from the sports did not cover her her final year. But she's got a lot of grants. There's actually a lot of grants and a lot of things that cover things like nursing and for women and things like that, which is great because she actually got a lot of grants and a lot of tuitions assistance stuff for that too. So, which is good because there really is a shortage of nurses. They need a lot of nurses. It's a heavily needed field as far as medical is
Yeah.
concerned. I mean, doctors, nurses, pretty much everybody in the medical field is needed. There's a shortage of them throughout the U.S. and so the fact that she's doing that and she's able to pass it and do everything good and she's going to graduate just fine and she's already got a couple places that are looking at to hire her before she even graduates, which the school that she's going to is known for that. They are actually known to anywhere from 75 to 80% of their graduates are already hired before they even graduate, which is outstanding.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
So what school is she going to?
She's going to a school in Wichita called Newman College.
Okay, so she is going to school in Kansas. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, she's in town. She's not too far down the road, so it's a lot easier for us to spend time together. And she was going to a school that was about an hour and a half, 2 hours north of us, so it was a little not as easy to see her. But now she's going to school in Wichita, which is basically just 45 minutes from us. So it's like I said, a lot easier to spend time with her and stuff like that. And she's heavy into studying and trying to get all of her clinicals done and stuff like that. But every once in a while she has time off, and when she does, she usually calls me up. And if I know she has time off, like I said, I try to come running because it's with her schedule. It's hard to spend time with everything she's got going on. So I try to do that as much as possible. So yep. So that was her and I on Sunday. We had a real good time at the Renaissance Festival.
Fun times.
Yep.
Oh,
what about yourself?
Shit, I haven't done nothing. School. Did some door dashing, watching TV, playing video games. I finished. I think I mentioned this just last week, but I don't know. So I finished the main story of Outlaws, and that I'm pretty sure it was last week that I finished the main story. And then I found out that I had not installed, although I bought both DLCs, I had not installed them. So I got them installed, and as of yesterday, I have finished both of them. I did the first one I did was the wild card one, where you meet up with Lando Calrissian. That one was really short. Like real short. And hey, Smirking Bear, what's up, nerd?
Hey, Smirking Bear.
And Tina is with us. How's it going, Tina?
Hey, Tina.
So yeah, that one was really short. It was almost like I don't know. It just felt like it was really short. Maybe it wasn't. Anybody else out there played the wild card DLC? If you did you think it was short? It felt short to me. And then I don't remember the name of the second DLC, but it's the one where you meet up with Hondo and do jobs with him, or do a job with him. And that one was not short. That one was really good. I actually really liked that one. Of course, it could be because I like Hondo, but
you're just biased.
I am biased, but yeah, it was good. No, so I was like, I still have a lot of side missions that I could be doing, but I wound up instead started doing another playthrough of Starfield. I've been working on that since yesterday, but yeah, other than that and school and DoorDash, and I haven't been doing nothing. We got hey Brennan.
Hey Brennan.
Ooh, I know what I need to show you. Talk amongst yourselves.
We can't rely. They're going to see
stuff. We got some stuff last week. Shit, now I can't find it. God damn it. Yeah, talk amongst yourselves. I got to find these pictures.
Hi, everybody. It's just you and I. It's Steve's doing his own thing.
No, I just need to find these pictures so I can upload them. Because, oh, there it is. Okay. Why is that not still on my hard drive? What the?
What the flim flam filth?
Yeah, I had to find. I've had to find somewhere that I had uploaded it. Okay. Oh, God damn it.
And this is the
Why
joy,
is it?
people. This is the joy. Hey, there's Spencer. Spencer.
Hey, Spencer. Bear with me here. I got to convert a fucking photo that doesn't save in the appropriate, what do you call it? Format.
Well, actually, I can while you're doing that, I can give a kind of an update. I did finally hear back from the judges at the Rebel Legion.
Ooh.
Well, ooh, yeah, and ooh, oh no.
No?
No, I did not get approved, not yet. So basically, they sent me a laundry list of things that I needed to correct.
What?
But I need to talk to them because some of the stuff was very confusing as to what they were talking about. Because I looked at some of the pictures that I sent to them, and it was had the critiques didn't pertain to the pictures that I was showing them. So I'm not sure if they were critiquing like others. I mean, I don't know which critiques pertain to which photos, so I didn't know what I needed to correct. And basically,
Hmm.
what I need to do is I need to make a few corrections, which I have already started those corrections. And I think I've got the corrections made for the outfit that I'm actually going to be getting approved on. I just think I needed to make a few corrections on that. Uh, but I will say this, and I've already talked to, I know one of the guys that runs the Rebel Legion and 501st kind of meetups for this area. A couple of the guys that do that, they watch the show, and they've been incredibly helpful. They've been incredibly like I've been able to reach out to them and kind of get some feedback, and like they've been trying to help me, and so they're pretty awesome about it. Because to be honest with you, I'm pretty discouraged about the whole thing because I thought my outfit was pretty on point, but it turns out that even I missed a few of the details, even to the point where I like the boots that I have are supposed to be Anakin inspired boots, and I thought they were just regular Anakin boots, and it turns out that I have like, and to give you an idea, I have like buckles on the boots that you can actually see. And they said that, and I said to one of the guys, I said, well, they're supposed to be Anakin inspired boots, and they said, well, there's no buckles on Anakin's boots, and I never looked that close. I just knew there were straps on it and a few other things. And turns out, they're correct. They're not. There's not actual buckles on the boots. It's just a couple straps that go, three straps that go across. So one of the critiques was I had too many straps on my boot because I had four instead of three. So I had to just take one of the straps out. Not a big deal. But that kind of gives you guys an idea of how meticulous their
Oh, yeah.
judging can be. And from what I understand from a couple of the guys, like at the local area, the local level, it's a lot of it is based on the judge. Some of the judges are very picky about what they critique and about what they tell you and about what they will accept and what they won't accept. And some of them are not so much. And like I said, some of the stuff that they were telling me about didn't match up with the photos, so it was kind of confusing. To be honest, it was kind of confusing as far as the photos was concerned. But like I said, it kind of gives you an idea of how meticulous and how much they look at as far as your outfit is concerned. And it makes me a little bit nervous, to be honest, because if they were critiquing it to the point where they were like, I was almost going to have to order a whole new tunic and tabard and obi, which is the sash underneath the belt, and even to the point where they were saying I might have to even buy a new pair of boots, and I'm like, I'm not going through all that. Like the boots alone, I bought a brand new pair of boots that would match the belt, which is something I needed to do anyway, but I did it, and luckily enough for me, the color matched the belt that I had, which is a requirement. And if they told me I had to buy a whole new pair of boots and I was not allowed to use those boots, I would probably get to the point where I'd be like, yeah, okay, don't worry about it, just forget it, because I'm not. And what makes me nervous about the whole thing is that, like I said, I spoke to one of the gentlemen who's in the local, and in the local in the local base slash garrison, and he does Darth Vader, and he and I were kind of cooking up this idea of me doing Darth Vader as well. and I like I said, I've talked about this before, but basically it would be so that we could switch outfits and we wouldn't have to do it both the same throughout the entire weekend, or he could wear his on one event, I could wear mine. We could kind of trade back and forth. But to be honest with you, the amount of money that would go into buying a Darth Vader outfit is ranking up there in the $3,500 to $4,000 range.
Good.
And to be honest, if I was to spend that kind of money on that outfit just to find out that somebody didn't like a thread or something was out of place, I would be, to not to put too fine a point up, but I would be pissed. I would be pissed off to no end. And so I'm not going to purchase any of the Darth Vader stuff until the outfit until I get this part resolved, and if I even can get it resolved. I don't know how that's going to work out. Like I said, I've done some things to my tunic. I've done a few things to my tunic. I fixed the issue with the boots. Tomorrow night, myself and the girlfriend are going to take new photos to highlight some of the stuff that needed to be fixed to make sure that it does. And if it gets approved after that, then I'll discuss it, and then I'll talk with those guys about it and to see how, what I can do to prevent, the catastrophic purchase of an entire Darth Vader outfit and then have it get rejected and then have to spend thousands more just to get it right. So we'll see. Like I said, the Darth Vader thing is on pause until we get the Jedi outfit finished and approved, and that's going to just take a little bit more. Like I said, I'll take some more pictures tomorrow night to fix some of the things that need to be corrected, and then we'll resubmit the photos, and we'll go from there. So, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'll continue to keep you guys updated. It could be that just fixing those few simple things might be enough, and then it also could be that it could be a complete disaster, and it was all just a waste of time. We'll see. But the good news is that if it doesn't work out and I don't get in, they're not the only Star Wars group that's out there. And I know that one of the guys that's in the group is actually a part of some other Star Wars alliances around the area, and I may still be able to do stuff with them, but just on the behalf of somebody else. And then that way I can keep it, because it's a really good group of people that I've been talking to and that I've been trooping with, and really nice guys. I'd hate for something to happen where I couldn't do it anymore. So I'm really kind of hoping that maybe the corrections will be enough. We'll see how it goes, but I'll keep everybody updated.
Cool. So as I said, we got something not in the mail. There was something we were waiting on here at the house. Because last week, I mentioned on last week's show that we lost one of our kitties. And we got his remains. So
cool.
Got a little box for his remains, and they took a print of his paw, as you can see there on the right side. And then this one right here is actually a print of his nose. So we got a paw print, a nose print, and his ashes.
Very cool.
So
that's cool that they do that for you. That's neat.
Well, we didn't do it. We paid for it. Yeah, no, right. we paid for that.
Okay. Well, it still looks good though. It still looks nice though. Yeah. Looks nice.
So got him a nice little fancy box.
I want to address something that Bear said too. He says for most people, $2,000 to $4,500 is like 2 months of rent or more. Yeah. That is why if I was to spend the money on that outfit, I would be mad if they said, well, one little detail's out of place and I got to replace an entire chest piece or a helmet, because the helmets by themselves are like, the helmet, to get the helmet and to get it right is upwards of $1,200 to $1,300 just for the helmet. The armor plating across can be anywhere from $800 to $1,000 just for those two pieces alone. Okay. So if I was to purchase all that stuff and they would say, oh, something about it is off or amiss, you need to replace the whole thing.
Chantel!
Hey, Chantel.
You just missed. I Actually, I think I've already shown this to you, Chantel and Tina. We got his remains a couple days ago. But, yeah, I think they've already seen it. So we talk daily, kind of like in the Discord.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Discord,
I was going to say, speaking of Discord,
you're up, sir. It's time to talk about our social media.
one of these days we're going to have to talk about this whole recruiting me to talk about
I could have you talk about everything else.
it. No, I'm good. So speaking of our Discord, at the bottom of the screen, you'll see a little link to our social medias, which is bio.link/Rebel Nerd Radio, where you can find social media aspects of Rebel Nerd Radio, and you can get in contact with myself or Steve. I'm drawing. I had a thought and it went bye bye. Um, but anyway, like I said, bio.link/Rebel Nerd Radio will link you to all our social media pages, including our Discord, which, again, I know I've said this and I sound like a broken record, but if you're not a part of our Discord, please join. Great group of people,
You know,
fun
you may
bunch.
sound like a broken record saying this, but some people, this may be the first time they've ever seen this
That's
show.
that is true. That is true. The shenanigans on the show,
I'm hitting you, but okay.
yeah,
No,
the
those
shenanigans.
that are coming and seeing this for the first time,
Yeah, yeah.
you're in for a
Um,
something.
but the stuff that you see, the fun times that we have, we get to interact with everybody that you see on the show. We get to interact with people that sometimes aren't able to make it to the show, but we have a good time. It's a great group of people to be a part of. They're a lot of fun. Most of the people are really friendly to. Well, I say most of the people. All the people are really friendly. I mean, really, everybody says good morning to each other when we wake up, and everybody gets a chance to say something. I mean, everybody's just a fun group. We highlight our pets, we highlight our television shows that we're watching, or movies that we're watching, music that we're listening to, pets, like
We had a poll
that sort of
about
thing.
coffee yesterday
We did have a poll about
because
coffee, which I don't understand.
there were some in the chat that were saying that they did not like coffee, and I was like, how can you not like coffee? So I got I did a poll. Do you like coffee? Yes or no? And yes won with 57% of the votes.
How in the heck was it only 57%? What is wrong
I
with you?
know. What's wrong with those 40?
What is wrong with you
What's wrong with
people?
the 43% that said no? You weirdos.
Sacrilegious, I
Actually,
tell you what.
I think Spencer was one of those. Yeah, I don't know. Moving on. Continue.
Yes, Spencer says coffee yuck. But again, our Discord is full of great
French.
people, and we have a great time. And like I said, most of the shenanigans and all the stuff that you see
Putting
here
you in timeout.
continues there over in Discord. So please come in and join. If you haven't already, and you are new, and this is not a broken record to you, please please comment, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, for any of the YouTube content creators and things like that, it does help the algorithm. It does help get us out there. And the more, and we were transmitting a lot
Thank you,
on X.
Chantel. Where'd she go? There it is. There it is. She said,
You're
"You're
yuck.
yuck."
Oh God, here we go. We were doing live show. We were transmitting this live show on X, but we're not doing that any further because X raised their rates absorbently, and it sucks. And but we also are going live on Facebook and YouTube, but we're trying to do everything we can to kind of bring everybody over to YouTube to subscribe and like over here, and like I said, make comments on the videos and that sort of stuff. So please do that if you haven't got a chance. Um, and last but not least, if you are so inclined and you would like to, and speaking of coffee, it's cheaper than coffee to help us keep the lights on and help us stay with StreamYard, which is obviously a better streaming service that we can use to bring you our content on Tuesdays. Please subscribe to or please join our Patreon. It's only $2 a month. You get access to some exclusive content, which is growing, and we're kind of on a pause right now for some of the stuff that we're doing, but we're trying to find time that everybody has in order to get back to our Cyberpunk 77 role-playing game that we're doing.
Yeah,
And you
we'll get
also,
to it.
we'll get to it. We will. You'll also get exclusive access to our former Star Wars role-playing game that we participated, that myself, Steve, and a few other people that we participated in. And you'll also get early access to things like Kryptonian Chronicles, the Batcave, and a few other random comic book critiques and reviews that Steve and a few other people do. You'll get early access to that stuff long before it makes it to YouTube, which is outstanding. If you haven't seen the Kryptonian Chronicles, I highly suggest that you go back and take a look at those. Myself, Steve, and Dave kind of take some of our our Superman moments and like the death of Superman, the Superman movie, favorite Superman, and we discuss. And it is a lot of fun. It's good. We get into some good conversations, and we don't always agree. We don't always see the same points, but it's good to hear everybody's opinion and people not get upset with each other about it. So that's always fun. But yeah, you'll get early access to that. And my lovely assistant over here will showcase what you also get as a patron.
Lovely assistant.
Stickers. Steve, stickers.
Oh, yeah.
The stickers.
They're around here somewhere. Okay.
See, he's listening to me jabber on and be a broken record, but he forgot his part.
Hey, I've got lots of parts. So there's the regular stickers, which you can buy. I haven't figured out how. Like, just get on our Discord, and if you want to buy one, we'll make a deal. I can't find the other stickers. God damn it. Oh, there they are. They're way over here. These are the patron only exclusive stickers. And I can show you a better picture of them. Get on Discord and ask me about them.
And those are, by the way, those stickers are exclusive designs that Steve has come up with. Very excellent, very awesome. And we're going to be coming out with more stuff. I'm waiting currently on the purchase of a certain item, which I will probably showcase for you folks and show you what we're going to be doing in the future, but I have not acquired that yet. And as soon as I do, we'll start showing you more stuff, and we will be probably handing out more stuff for our Patreons, which will be fun. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah. So
the other thing that is kind of so we've got our Patreon page. Chantel says that she wants the leopard thong, but I won't make one. I'm not going to physically make a thong. I mean, once TeePublic starts saying they'll do them, then you got
if
your thong.
If TeePublic says they'll put Rebel Nerd Radio on a thong, I mean, order whatever you want.
Order what you want. But yeah, in addition to the Patreon, if you want to support us financially, that is, like I said, that one's like JD said, that's $2 a month. We also have this page for, what's it called? Buy Me a Coffee, where you can just make like a one-time contribution. This is what that page looks like. Maybe,
possibly.
I don't know.
Hopefully, I don't know.
There it is.
Couldn't know.
Yeah, looks like that. So it's the link. The link is on our bio link.
And that picture, if you bring that back up, Steve.
Oh, God damn it.
If you folks will, as soon as Steve brings it back up, if you folks will look at the picture in the center is actually the picture of the exclusive photos or the exclusive stickers that you will get as a Patreon.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, so it's on our bio link, and it just says buy me a coffee. So yeah, if you want to just make a one-time cash donation, you can do that too.
And honestly, just to kind of throw it out there, the whole reason for that, for the Patreon, for the buy us a coffee donation thing, is StreamYard is great, but it is expensive. And so we're basically trying to keep the lights on. We're trying to keep using StreamYard because we tried a different service that was a touch cheaper and it was not good.
Because I'm broke.
Yeah, and it was
I
not
still have
good.
no job. I mean, unless you count door dashing, which I can kind of a job, but
Yeah. Hey, you're
according to
making
the
money at it. It's a
IRS, I do
job.
not have a job. As far as the IRS is concerned, I do not have a job. Anyway,
that statement didn't show up on live podcast or anything.
I'll edit that out. But no. Also, for being a patron, you get to hear your name on our podcast. So let us give our thanks to our current patrons: Dave Brown, Kelly and Chris Olson, Justin Hensley, Charlie Kirby, Chantel, Matthew, Steve, Brennan, Taco Cat's not in the chat, Brian, and Paul, who is our newest patron. Thank you very much for being our patrons. We appreciate the money so that we can pay for StreamYard. Frankie Beer says, start a goal thing to fund.
There's Paul. He's good.
Hey, look at there, Paul.
Look, just in time.
Just in time to hear your name. Did you hear
your name, Paul?
Did you hear it?
Hey, Paul.
Did you hear it?
Yeah,
anyway,
apparently we need to start a GoFundMe for leopard thongs that have our name on it.
Yeah, the $2 a month has nothing to do with the leopard thong. If you want to start like a Kickstarter or something like that, you do you.
I'm pretty sure if we did something like that, we would be the only YouTube podcast that has leopard thongs with our logo on it. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Who knows?
Paul says he would get an Rebel Nerd Radio hat. You know what? I think
you can get those on that t-shirt site, can't you?
I think the t-shirt shop may actually have those. Hang on. Let me see if I can find them.
Stand by.
Yes, you can. You can get a Rebel Nerd Radio hat. Dun, dun, dun. Here, I'm going to. Well, I'm trying to get the link pulled up here. There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, can you see that? Okay. Good.
Heck yeah. Yep.
Okay. So that is the trucker hat version. So here's the thing about the colors. I would strongly advise not to that one's not that bad. Some of the lighter colors, the logo doesn't show up very well. I would
unless you want to spark interesting conversation, I'd stay away from the red.
That's fair. See, like that one, if it's just on white, that doesn't look very good.
That doesn't look very good. I would
see if I was going to get one. See, I wouldn't get that either. I would probably just get the black one. What is a dad hat?
Dad hat?
Okay, that's just
I actually like the hat. Why do they call that a dad hat?
I don't know.
I guess I'm a dad, so I guess I would.
I mean, I kind of like it, but yeah, I kind of like it better than the trucker hat. And then there's one that just says baseball cap. Okay.
Fine.
Okay, that one's got like the snap adjustable thingamajigger, while the dad hat is basically the same thing, but it has like the buckle instead.
I liked it. I'm not gonna lie, I like the dad hat.
Yeah. So those are
not gonna lie, like the dad hat.
Those are $24. But yeah, we got shirts. See, here's the t-shirt designs that we have. I'm probably going to get rid of some of these. Wait, what the?
You can't get rid of straight out of Jeddah, and you can't get rid of the you can thank Star Wars for that. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can get a tank top. You can get shorts. Is that close to?
That's close.
Is that close to?
What's the design? Let's see the designs. What are the designs?
Oh, of the shorts?
Mm-hmm.
They're not cargo shorts, so I ain't gonna wear them.
Is that the only color? They got 4 colors.
Green, heather. What is heather? It's gray. Why don't they just call it gray?
I don't know. That's
what the fuck
weird.
is heather? See, that one sucks too.
Yeah. Yep.
See,
you better go with the OD green or the black
colors.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you go to the pool next summer, you can order you a set of those, and people can ask you about your snazzy Rebel Nerd radio and a coffee mug for the
And a coffee
57%.
mug.
For the
See, now
57% that like coffee, there you go.
This is, I may have to get myself one of these. Well, oh, travel mug. We've got travel mugs too.
What?
See, I don't know. I don't ever look at this thing.
Oh, I need me a travel mug. Dude, I'm ordering a travel mug.
That's pretty cool.
I like the travel mug.
See, I think I'm going to turn off the stickers because I want to sell the stickers myself.
Well, we need to keep those the exclusives.
Well, this is,
that's a different design, though. That's a different design, though.
I mean, it's the same thing. It's just cut differently.
Yeah.
See, what else do we have here?
See, there may be a thong in there.
I don't think there's a thong in here.
Steve modeled the tank top. Gap says you need to model the tank top.
Adult apparel.
Uh-oh.
Oh, see, now there's the baseball T-shirt. I like.
There's the baseball T-shirt. Yeah, I like that one.
What are home goods? Okay, the mug. Oh, and you can get a Rebel Nerd Radio phone case.
Oh, no kidding. What size is it coming? Does it come in 17 Pro Max?
I-17.
Here we are. I know we're doing a live show, people, but we're shopping. So it does come in the 17 Pro Max. Dude.
Yeah, look at that.
That is fantastic.
That's pretty awesome. Okay, that's enough of that.
That's enough of that.
That's enough of us looking at our own store.
We're shopping at our own store.
Yeah,
well, I think,
Paul says, "Oh, tight, you have a merch shop." I mean, yeah, we don't really get much money out of that. It's public gets most of it.
But
Gap
if
says,
you folks,
the white background looks like 2 a.m. at the Waffle House or Denny's.
Yeah.
Gap wants me to model the tank top. I do not wear tank tops. Sorry. Hey, Joy, I didn't see you come in. I was too busy looking at our shop. Can you upload a non-transparent version of the logo? I could.
Yeah, that could work. Then it would have the black background.
That sounds like a lot of work, though.
That could then it would have the black background, so then you wouldn't have to worry.
See, Gap, I don't even think bikinis were an option. Neither were Speedos. I know that thongs were not.
That ranks right up there with the thong.
Yes. No. Tina, G-strings. No.
Definitely not.
Welcome to the Rebel Nerd Radio Home Shopping Network.
Yeah, no kidding. There's a good chance you people could go on like Temu and upload whatever you want, and then you could buy.
Oh my Lord, really, Tina?
Nipple shields. I love our chat.
Yeah.
Chat. You people are awesome. Oh.
Lord Almighty.
Joey wants to know if we buy all this stuff, are we having a pool party?
Are we having a pool party?
Well,
I mean,
a Star Wars / skimpy clothing pool party.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. It's time for
usually
Drawn
it's me.
to the Galaxy. I think that's the name we went with. Drawn to the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I haven't made up a logo for it yet, though. But Paul, you're obviously new here.
buddy, Paul, you're going to have to play some catch up, brother, because oh wow,
the whole chat room is
There's a reason we have the segment called Show Me Your Thingy. It's not something that him and I came up with.
We didn't come up with this.
We didn't come up with it.
And that was the chat. That's dirty. Tina wants us to get a cock sheath combined with a G-string where the sheath is a lightsaber.
That's almost as bad as the mauled bionic thingy. I mean, come on, seriously?
Or a Rebel Nerd Radio cock ring.
I really don't want the rock versions of us showing up on somebody's sleeve. I mean, me and Steve on one side or the other, or, I mean, we could be the nuts, but that would be weird.
Oh, that is disturbing. Okay, that is fair, Tina. We were the ones that were talking about the coffee enemas. So
no, to be fair,
you're pointing the wrong way, dude.
No, I ain't. I'm pointing right at the right way.
At the chat?
No, you.
You were pointing the wrong way. You were pointing to the right. I can't take all the credit. You let me do it.
I let you do it, and the chat came up with it.
No, I'm talking about the coffee enema thing.
Why am I being held responsible?
Because it's guilt by association.
Oh, okay.
Joy, nut. That is true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There's that.
You guys did not come up with nut. That was all me.
If it's on a sleeve, it's going to be a bunch of nuts.
Nut would make a good model for the cock sheath G-string.
Oh, good Lord.
Good God.
That's not going away anytime soon.
Welcome to Rebel Nerd Radio. If you are just joining us, I'm sorry. But I'm really
promise. Not. We promise we actually talk about Star Wars.
We do. We do. Which we're going to talk about right now. In our new, if you're just joining us for the first time, Gap.
I saw that.
You're not helping, man.
I see your Schwartz's as big
Drawn to the Galaxy is a little segment where we talk about what Star Wars comics are coming out this week, which is tomorrow is New Comic Book Day. Just a way to, if you're not reading Star Wars comics and you would like to, or let you know what's coming out, so you can rush to your local comic book shop and grab some stuff. This week there's only one.
Or I'm sure you could probably download it too.
You could. If digital is your thing, you could get that on, I don't know, probably Amazon, Comixology, Kindle, whatever. Anyway, there's only one comic book that is Star Wars that was released this week, and that is the flagship Star Wars number 6. I am not caught up on this title yet. Got some pretty cool variant covers here. Got a little Clone Wars.
Oh, I like that one. Holy cow.
A little Clone Wars callback.
That's cool.
There's a little Power of the Force callback for that one.
Mm-hmm.
But so this one, New Republic on the brink of war, face off against Clone War era threats. So this last sentence has me intrigued. This Ryan's in it discovers a clue that sheds light on the struggles of the mysterious Naga. Now, Tina, because I'm not caught up on this. I don't know what they're referring to with the mysterious Naga, but in Star Wars Legends, there was a character named Naga Sadao. I wonder if they're talking about him. Anyway, that is the only Star Wars comic coming out this week. And,
could be like a cult. Could be like a cult or something.
Could be.
Yeah, you're missing a whole interesting conversation in the chat.
There's a reason who needs those large hands. That's fair, Steve. If you're joining us for the first time, this is normal behavior.
Yeah. If
we're talking about Kylo Ren.
Where's Matthew?
Probably playing soccer.
He's playing soccer.
Ooh, Tina, that gives me an idea. What about a Rebel Nerd Radio choker? One of those choker necklaces.
Oh God.
not talking about like a ball gag. I'm just talking about a choker.
I didn't even say ball gag. I didn't even say it. I just said, oh God. That's all I said. Where was this ball gag thing come from? Come on, Mr. Freudian slip.
The joys of lightsaber sex.
This has gone way downhill.
Joyce says, we're nothing if not totally normal.
Actually, I would say normal is the new weird. The weird people are
if we are normal. Oh, okay. She's. It was a slip of the tongue. I mean, we're nothing like totally normal.
That sounds more right. Thank you, Joy. Thank you for that correction because holy crap.
Oh,
normal
geez,
is normal is the oddity anymore.
Did you see that one, JD? I'm not posting that on the. Yeah, I'm not posting. You just did. Speaking of normal, it's time for us to whip them out and show our thingy. Wait, seriously?
What?
That's disturbing. I mean, that doesn't surprise me, actually, come to think of it. Anyway, it's time to show our thingies.
In this day and age, that wouldn't shock me. I mean, it really would.
I was going to open up.
I mean, it's disturbing. It's disturbing, and it's disturbing that the industry like that has to constantly come out with things that normally would be for like kids or adults like us who think we're still kids. That they come out with stuff that's for adults in that manner, in that fashion. But it would not surprise me in the least.
So what did you have? What did you have to show tonight?
Oh, you want me to start with mine?
Go ahead and pull yours up, and
that's
I'll
disgusting.
figure out which box I'm going to open.
Okay. So I picked these. I picked two of these. I actually picked two of these up at Target, and I didn't even know that there were others of these available. But I picked two of these up in Target. And then I saw them available on the Disney store. The other two, there's four in a series. I'm only missing one, but I thought I'd show you these. These are kind of neat. It's from a group called Fandrop, and I don't even know what you would describe these things as.
In what galaxy, Gap? In what galaxy is this a family show?
Yeah, I've tried to defend the family show part, and everybody told me I was crazy. I'm just saying.
You are. There's no way we can do a family-friendly show.
Yeah. I don't really know what to call these or what they would be. I guess they're called. It's called a scene maker, I guess is what this is called. But they're from Fandrop, and I've got three of these to show. But I'll show you the first one. And what it is it's this thing here, and it kind of highlights with some paint and stuff like that, and you can kind of see. I'll take it out of the package.
Okay.
But what it is it comes with the miniature version, and I'm trying to get it in the light. It comes with the miniature version of the poster, and then you actually can see the scene in it. And then it comes with a mystery item, and the mystery item, it tells you what the mystery item is. But in this case, it's Darth Vader's helmet. But there's three different versions of it. It's the plain Darth Vader's helmet, which there's an 80% chance you'll get that. It's the hologram version, holograph version of his helmet, which is a 15% chance you get that. And then there's another version of it, which is the red eyes version of Darth Vader's helmet, and there's a 5% chance that you'll get that. So you can kind of see that on the side of it. So what I'll do is I have three of these, and I'll show each one of them as I go, but I kind of wanted to show that one first. But I'll take these out of the box, and I'll kind of show them to everybody. And like I said, it's called a Fandrop, and it's a neat little plastic. It's a neat little plastic case that you can keep them in. But if you look at the back, there's a poster on the back of it, which is basically the release poster. And then here's a closer look on the inside. And then there's the poster. And then there's the characters. And kind of kind of interesting little paint thing going on there, which is kind of neat. And like I said, I found these at Target, but I'm going to open up this box here, and we'll see what the mystery item was that we got. And inside the thing, once I open the mystery item, you can kind of look in there, and there's a little mount for it, it's kind of neat. So I thought these were kind of cool. I got two of them from Target, and I ordered I ordered one of them off the Disney store, and I need to order the other one. I didn't order the other one. There's 4 in the set. I didn't order the other one. I need to. I just didn't. But I think this is the red eyes one. But so there's the character I got, and I think let's see here. That is nope. That's the regular one. So this is the 80% one that you might be able to unbox. So it's Darth Vader's helmet. Kind of neat. And then you just, let's see here. You set it in there. Oh, well, it's probably not going to stay. That's the only problem. It's not going to stay. But anyway, so the Darth Vader helmet that I got along with it will go in right here, down here at the bottom. I got to set it in there and then kind of find a place to display it. But so that's the first one I got. And I'll try to go through these other ones pretty quick. The other one that I got was the actual, this is pretty awesome. I got the Battle of Darth Maul and Ahsoka Tano.
Very cool.
Which is cool. And I have the option of getting, it's Ahsoka Tano's Clone Wars lightsaber. 80% for the regular, 15% for the or the holographic version of it. And then there's a 5% chance for the highly detailed version of her lightsabers. So right there. So I will open that now and we'll see what we got.
Oh my Lord.
What? I missed.
Continue. No, it's not something. Well, it's related to something somebody said in the chat, but
okay.
Somebody said something in the chat, and I did search, and like, oh Lord,
I don't want to know.
Gap was saying that there are Star Wars condoms, right?
Right.
So this is what I found.
Oh God.
Here's one: intergalactic prophylactic. That one comes from America's Condom Superstore. Rip and roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have kids watching, we apologize now.
I don't apologize. I warned you. Or did I? I don't know. I may not have warned you.
I actually ended up getting...
Here's a good one. Do or do not. There is no
there is
try.
No try. Awesome.
That one comes from sayitwithacondom.com. And if you folks would like to sponsor our show, you folks at condom, what I say it was called? Say it with a condom.
Say it with a condom.
Here's one that says the force is strong with this one.
Good Lord.
And then here is my absolute favorite.
Oh God.
I will not be your father. Wow.
Okay, that one is.
Spencer says, "Stop looking at adult toys."
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Spencer.
Hey, man, blame Gap. He's the one that said it, and I was like, certainly not. But yep, he's right.
For the Darth Maul and Ahsoka Tano one, I actually got the one.
Steve just dropping a Star Wars condom ad. Hey, man.
I actually got the one that is a 15% chance to get, and I actually got the holographic lightsaber for Ahsoka Tano, which is awesome. So I'll put that in there. I think you can display it. They don't like click into place. They kind of sit in there, so it'll look like that when we get done. And then last but not least, the last scene I got was from, get it out of the box here. The last one I got a scene from is from Empire Strikes Back, which is the art on the back of the box.
Joyce and it is the wildest Star Wars merchandise episode.
Yeah, no kidding. yeah, actually, that would probably be pretty fun. It'd be a shenanigans episode about different merchandise. But yeah, it's the Bespin, or it's the Cloud City scene where the confrontation between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. So you can actually see the poster in there, and there's the poster on the back. And then so there's let's see, what do we get with this? Hang on. So there's a chance we can pull the Graflex lightsaber, which is a generic one, 80%, 15% for the holographic one, and 5% for the highly detailed one. So let's see what we got. Tina says those are, let's see, hang on. Tina says she likes those, and Gap says they're pretty awesome. Yeah, I kind of like them. They're kind of neat. I hope they I hope this is a series they continue. We'll kind of see how that all goes. I don't know if it will be. It'd be kind of neat if it would be. Oh no, I only got the regular one. I got the one that's 80% chance to get. So it's the graphics, just a miniature version of the graphics lightsaber, and it goes. Let's see if I can get the click in place here. Oh, it does click in place. Okay, cool. It does click in place. So there you go. There's the lightsaber and the scene in the poster. So I mean, kind of neat. The character print and the paint and stuff like that kind of reminds me almost like a Funko style kind of thing, except their heads and stuff, they don't move or anything. It's pretty static display. But it's neat because it kind of shows you the scene. It kind of shows you an artifact from it, and then you got the poster, and then you also got the poster on the back. So all three of them are like that. Pretty neat. Like I said, there is a fourth one. I may go ahead and purchase it, and when I get that fourth one in, since there is 4 in a set, that my completionist in me is coming out. I'll get those in, and I will show that fourth one to you folks when that comes in.
I just found some extremely disturbing Star Wars merchandise, but I'm not going to show those pictures.
Oh, let's not do that.
But so I have a box that was hidden behind my bookshelf. This is another one that JD dropped off, so we're going to see. Just based off the box itself, I'm already kind of.
How did it wind up behind the bookshelf?
Well, I was I was just throwing stuff in here when you. Okay, so. It comes with a Jedi bathrobe. I'm going to assume that that's this.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
See, I was hoping this was going to be TIE Fighter themed, but unfortunately not. A Exogorth oven mitt.
Look at that! Complete with the Millennium Falcon in the middle.
Look at
That's
that.
awesome.
That is awesome.
Heck yeah!
A what? A Wampa snow globe. I'm not taking this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And then there is a AT-AT art print.
Oh yeah.
That one's cool.
Yeah.
There's some more stuff in here. I'm trying to get to it. These are magnets. Cookie character magnet set.
Nice. I think I actually have those on my fridge.
There is a kitchen towel.
Tina says she likes the snow globe.
The kitchen towel.
Let me see that one again. Oh yeah.
It's got a picture of the Exogoth and the Millennium Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, there is
Joy. I agree. I love the oven mitt. That's pretty cool.
A Life Day pin.
Cool. A Life Day pin. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
And Tina says she likes the snow globe. If it was actually out of it, it does look pretty cool. It's got
all the stuff is really cool.
It does look pretty neat.
And I did. Okay, I'm not putting these in correctly. Stuff that back down in there. I was earlier this week wearing the shirts that came out of the other boxes that I showed.
Mm-hmm.
So cool shirts. Yeah, cool stuff. Cool. Other than that, I was mentioning this to you earlier today, Jetty, that this came in the mail. I forgot that I was even still subscribed to this. The new issue of Star Wars Insider.
Awesome. That's some cool art print in the front.
I forgot that I was still subscribed to it.
Yeah, I like that art print in the front. That looks freaking cool.
I'm trying to catch up with the chat chat now.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Would have to be a Patreon episode with some of the merchandise, especially what I just found. Holy God!
I actually have a big one coming up that I need to display.
Oh, really?
What?
You have a big one coming up.
Oh, for crying out loud! I have a big show me your thingy coming up that if you guys follow Hasbro and you follow Hasbro HasLab, I actually got a recent HasLab in the mail, and I will have to show it to everybody. I have not gotten it out of the package. And to be honest with you, not sure. Like I said, I think actually what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put it back here. But I'll have to take it out of the package and show it to everybody. And I'm actually going to put something together with it for a diorama. But it's going to be a while because there's a lot of 3 3/4 inch figures that I don't have that I'm going to have to come up with and try to find in order to finish the diorama, if you will. So like I said, if you guys follow HasLab, you'll know what I'm talking about, but I'll showcase that here in a little bit or here at one of the episodes here coming up. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Hey, Frosty just messaged me, or Mari just messaged me. She wants to know if the 21st will work for you.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yep. That will be a future episode. For those of you who are kind of wondering what's going on, we're going to have a future episode where Mari, who has been a guest on the show before, is going to be a guest yet again, and we're going to be showcasing a specific character in the Star Wars universe.
I'm pretty sure they already know what.
Yeah, we've mentioned it before. If you don't already know, we're going to do a little fun expose on Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
So that will be an episode that will be coming up, and we will have a special guest, which is Mari. She is fascinated and loves Darth Maul, and so yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And I actually, to be honest with you, I'll have some show me your thingies pertaining to Darth Maul that she is going to hate me for. So, Mari, if you're watching this in the future or watching it now, I apologize, but you're probably going to hate me. But yeah, I got some Darth Maul.
No, we're not doing a Bionic Thingies episode.
No Bionic Thingies. We're just going to be talking about Darth Maul, not his Bionic Thingy. I know, it's so disappointing for you people.
Darth Maul Thingies.
Darth Maul Thingies. Odd things you can collect in Star Wars. That could be an episode.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, please don't show it to your kids because I have a feeling it's going to get really weird.
Yeah, I'm not going to show you what I saw a few minutes ago.
The condoms was bad enough. I mean, we're good.
The condoms were pretty bad, but
the condoms are bad enough. We don't need anything else.
When you get to C-3PO butt plugs, that's disturbing. I think our chats are being censored by an otter. Huh? I don't censor anything. And I certainly don't edit. That's why I put a disclaimer on these things that these are not family friendly.
These conversations may or may not be family friendly.
Smirky Bear says it's only weird if you only get weirded by it.
There's a good chance I'll get weirded by it. I'm just saying.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean,
my limit as far as what I'm going to show on camera, I'm not going to put a picture of a C-3PO butt plug on the freaking screen here.
I'm pretty sure YouTube would probably flip on that. I mean, I'm just saying. Just going to throw it out there.
Why does that not surprise me, Tina?
Oh, God.
I mean, if you want to write it down, there's also a Darth Vader vibrator. It's only $170 if you got that kind of money. Okay. Let's talk about
he may not be your father.
Wars.
He may not be your father, but he could be your daddy.
Oh my!
For only $150.
Now I'll show you the picture in the private chat, Dana. Wait, what? Joy? Have any of you ever been to the entire
Empire Strikes Back?
I'm not looking that up.
Leave that one alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone. What was I getting ready to say? Oh, let's talk about Lego Star Wars.
Hey, we're getting back to stuff that we can actually talk about. I'm kidding.
It's a burlesque show.
No kidding. Wow. Actually, you know what? I followed a group of guys a while back that said they went to a Star Wars burlesque show, and they said it was rather entertaining. And I don't mean in the sense of like the sexuality part of it. I mean it was entertaining in the fact that it was just the way they did it was tasteful. It was burlesque. If you folks are not familiar with burlesque, look up what burlesque is. But it was entertaining in the sense that it was burlesque. And they said it was actually a lot of fun. There was a lot of funny stuff, a lot of comedy involved, and they said they just had a real good time with it. So yeah, I've heard of people that have gone to something like that, and they said it was actually a lot of fun, and it was done as tastefully as burlesque could be.
Bear says we've scrolled so hard on the section.
Yeah, that ain't no freaking lie.
Okay, Lego Star Wars.
And now we're going to try to talk about Lego Star Wars for 20 or 30 minutes.
So Lego Star Wars, Disney Plus came out with a sequel to Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. And this one was called Rebuild the Galaxy Pieces of the Past. So JD and I watched these over the week. There's only 4 parts. They're pretty short. I think the first season was only 4 parts as well.
Mm-hmm. It's actually it's longer than what I thought. When I actually started watching it, it was it said there were almost 30-minute episodes, which is almost 2 hours of watching. So I mean it's a pretty decent long watch to watch to watch these two. So I mean they're full length. Could be, I mean, if they watch them back to back, it's almost full length movie type stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you put them all together, you basically have a movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you put one season together, and it's basically a movie.
That's what I meant.
But now you have 2 seasons, so you have two movies that you can watch.
Yeah, I mean, each season could basically be a movie.
Hey, before we get too far into it, let me throw this out there real quick. Anybody in the chat who's watching, go ahead and let us know if you watched it. First of all. Second of all, I'd like to hear from you folks what your favorite part or what your favorite ship, because there were some different takes on some different ship designs, and what your favorite ships were, what your favorite parts are, who some of your favorite characters were, that sort of thing. Kind of throw that up in the chat for us and let us know so you can be part of the conversation. Let us know what you thought if you got a chance to watch it. If you haven't, I highly recommend that you at least give it a shot. Take a look at it, watch it, and let us know what you think, either in the comments or Discord if you are a part of our Discord.
Yeah. So yeah, this one was takes place right as the last one ends. Picks up, and they're man, I don't remember how it started, but basically it's the whole premise of this season is there's a new character. He's an original character. He's not really based on anybody in Star Wars. That is evil and basically wants to undo the universe and turn it into nothing. And then you have Deb, who is the dark brother, and then Sig Griebling is the good. Yeah, he's the good brother. Mm-hmm. And then Jedi Bob is back, and the smuggler Yessie is back. She is the one who basically took over the Dark Falcon. And so basically they're trying to keep this new bad guy from undoing the galaxy. And during which they get thrown into like this, I forgot what they called it. Just watched the damn thing and I don't remember what it called it. It's like a void. They get put in this void where they meet a bunch of other interesting characters. I guess I could go through some episode recaps here. Just real quick. Episode 1, which is just called Part 1. This is where Darth. Oh yeah, all the Darth characters show up again. The Darth Ray and the Darth Rose Tika, and and we'll get to some of the characters here in a minute. But I'm just going to do a quick recap of here. So I'm trying to see. There's a forest planet. God dang it. Okay, so they're on this forest planet, and you meet the Day Sisters, and Sig has this dream that's about Dev. No, not that kind of dream. About him. Now I can't even remember what the freaking episode was about. Basically, they're on this. They get.
You're talking about the first one, right?
Yeah, the first episode. I can't remember. I don't remember much about the first episode.
Well, because Sid keeps having these dreams about his brother, and his brother is searching for something that's supposed to bring him ultimate power. And he goes to Dathomir, which obviously in this world, the Dathomir is green and lush and has a lot of vegetation. And as he goes there, he's actually confronted by, instead of the Night Sisters, which we know about, we actually gets confronted by the Day Sisters, the Day Sisters, who are Rancor riders, and which is awesome. See, that one of the things, and I'm going to kind of go on a broader spectrum of this whole Lego.
That's fair.
Yeah, the Lego movie thing. The cool thing I like about it is that obviously these episodes and these movies are not canon. They have nothing to do with canon. They're not.
They're not.
They're not. Oh my God! Shocking.
Dang it.
Yeah. They're not canon. They're not. They don't have to be canon. They don't have to follow any certain order than other. And they established that pretty much in the first movie or series of these two. What do we call them? These two seasons, I guess. They kind of established that obviously everything had been jumbled up and everything got screwed up from the beginning one. So what characters you thought were good are now no longer good. The ones that are dark used to be good, and basically it's a menagerie of everything has just been mixed up. And now instead of the Night Sisters, you have the Day Sisters, and Asajj Ventress is a Day Sister, which they are champions of light or whatever, but they also ride Rancors, and that's where we can kind of catch up with Sid and his brother. Is Sid keeps having these dreams about his brother going to look for some way to gain ultimate power in the galaxy because he's turned so evil. And Sid is still trying to complete his training obviously in the Lego universe, as a force builder. So he's using his abilities to build things as he's going through his training, and he's training with Jedi Bob.
Jedi Bob. Who doesn't like to be called Jedi Bob?
Who doesn't like to be called Jedi Bob?
But it turns out there's so Jedi Bob. We learned some new stuff about Jedi Bob. He had a master, and this master kind of went dark and wanted to take over the galaxy. And Bob threw him like tossed him into this void thing.
You know what it kind of gave me? You know what it kind of reminded me of, and kind of gave me feelings of. To be honest with you, kind of the similarity is Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
You know, kind of the one guy who tried to coax the Jedi into doing something different. They didn't want to do it.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
He ended up turning bad. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it
yeah, kind of.
kind of gave me the same kind of feel, really, to be
Yeah,
honest.
this guy gets thrown into this void, and we learn much more about this void place later. But he's the big bad for the season, and they go through and they spend some time in the void. Sig and Dev spend some time in the void, and they escape. And we see a lot of interesting planets that get basically erased by this new bad guy. Now I can't remember his freaking name. It starts with an S. What's his name? Chat. What's his name?
I can't.
Help me out here. What's his name? Crap.
Dang it. Can't remember. Like I said, I literally watched it. I finished watching it yesterday. I started it on Sunday, and I finished watching it yesterday.
Ah, man.
Evil dude. Yeah.
Solitus.
Solitus. Yeah.
Solitus. That's right. That's right, Spencer. Evil dude.
Evil dude. Yeah.
So he's a original character. He's not like based on anybody, but he's the big bad. And he, for whatever reason, well, at this point, it's all kind of, it seems like revenge for what Jedi Bob did.
He's Jedi Bob's former master.
Right, he's Jedi Bob's former master. That would be helpful, Bear, but I just don't see that ever happening.
I was taking notes would be helpful, Steve.
Did you take notes, Judy?
Yeah, I didn't take notes. To be honest, Bear, and to everybody in the chat, we will be honest about this. It's probably something we'll talk about again a little bit later. It's one of those things where, and somebody hit upon it. They said, basically taking canon and throw it in the trash. Like I said before, I've said this before. I love it with Legos. I love it with Visions. I love it with a lot of these outside the box, outside the canon.
Yeah.
TV shows and things that they come up with, because then they kind of mix and match the universe and they can do kind of whatever they want, and it doesn't have to be canon, which is great. But me and Steve kind of agreed, and we kind of talked about this beforehand. We really do like these.
Yeah, I mean, they're fun and they're entertaining, but did Rebuild the Galaxy really need a sequel?
And I will say favorite?
I really liked, I think one of my favorite parts was when the smuggler Jackson shows up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love that he's like, you probably wouldn't know who I am because I'm a real deep cut.
Yeah. The reference, see, that's the thing I did like about it is that, like, Emperor Palpatine, when he fights Solitus, you actually hear some of his famous lines, but he says them in a way that actually makes him a good guy. And so the play on the original context was really cool. And also in one of these episodes, we also get the reunion of Darth Vader / Anakin and Padme, which Padme has now become a pirate, and she's taken over Jabba's sail barge, which is kind of weird.
Hilarious.
And they meet up again. And the Snoke Pit. Yeah, the Snoke Pit. The Snoke Pit was fun.
Was goofy.
We actually had Matthew in the chat earlier. He said, or in the Discord earlier, he said he might not be able to make it tonight, but he said one of his favorite parts was the Snoke Pit. And that Snoke Pit was just funny. It was funny. It wasn't meant to be serious. It was just meant to be funny. And Luke Skywalker in Slave Leia shorts, that was definitely funny.
I think one of the funnest things is Surfer Luke. The whole idea of Surfer Luke.
The whole idea of Surfer Luke.
Some of the I guess we could. I'll use the word original voice actors and actors came back to do the voices on some of these characters. Like
Yes.
we were talking about
Yes.
this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley Eckstein did the voice of Ahsoka.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Anthony Daniels did C3PO. Kelly Marie Train or Tran. Is it
Tran.
Tran or Train?
Tran.
Tran.
Kelly Matran.
Came back and did the voice for Darth Rose Tico.
Mm-hmm. Actually, and I'm going to stop there real quick because much like Ahmed Best and Jar Jar Binks, Kelly
who
Marie
did the
Tran,
he did the Darth Jar
he
Jar.
did Darth Jar Jar, which is fun, which I think was, I don't know why, but I think the Darth Jar Jar was my favorite part of this because not only did Jar Jar come back, but Darth Jar Jar came back with mecha legs, which I think is fantastic. He
Yeah.
took over the Darth Maul thing, which I think is great. But I want to touch on the Kelly Marie Tran thing real quick because last week we talked about The Last Jedi, and I know a lot of the things we don't hit on is we don't hit a lot on the hate content and things that went on. But there have been actors that have been a part of the Star Wars trilogy or a part of the Star Wars saga in the universe that have really gotten a lot of unfair treatment from certain aspects of the fans. And Ahmed Best is one of them. And Ahmed Best was one of them. Kelly Marie Tran was definitely one of them. Jake Lloyd had his issues. Even Hayden Christensen had his issues. And the fact that we got Ahmed Best back, we got Ahmed Best to create or they gave him a new character to be a part of, which is Jedi Master Kelleron Beck, and we actually got to see Ahmed Best as Kelleron Beck in a actual canon show, and show his return as being a badass lightsaber fighter. I think is fantastic, and to me, I think it's fantastic that even though it's just a Lego show and it's for fun, that Kelly Marie Tran decided to come back, voice the character, and still be a part of Star Wars. I think is fantastic, and to me, I would hope that they could either one create a new character for her to play that would be something for her to do in Star Wars to be a part of the Star Wars universe again, or in some of the newer content that we're going to see that involves Rey and future Star Wars projects, I would love to see her her Rose Tika character return, because if for no other reason, just to kind of a big middle finger, and I'm not going to do it, but a big middle finger to the haters and the naysayers and the people who decided to give her enough crap that she had to get off social media in order to for her own peace of mind. And so I'm very happy to see her back. I'm very happy to see Ahmed Best back. Seeing Anakin come back and reprise his role as Anakin Skywalker was a great joy. Someday, I hope that Jake Lloyd gets to the point where his mental health is good enough that we may be able to see Jake Lloyd take up a new character or something to that effect in the Star Wars universe, and we can welcome him back as well. I hope that happens. It may never happen, but I hope it does. But to see Kelly Moran Tran come back and actually be a part of this universe, to me is fantastic. I love it. Even if it's for a project that's not canon, but it's just for fun. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Gap's taking off. See you, Gap. Have a good one, buddy.
See you, Gap. Where was that? Sam Witwer did Darth Maul. Did the voice of Darth Maul. Well, Maul. He wasn't Darth Maul. And the guy who, I can't remember the dude's name, but the guy who did the voice for Cal Kestis in the Jedi video games did the voice of Cal Kestis in the show, which is another little interesting surprise that we get in the show. Another voice actor that returned was Nika. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Nika Futterman, who was the voice actress in the Clone Wars for Asajj Ventress. So she reprised her role, if you want to call it that, as Asajj Ventress in this show. James Arnold Taylor, I'm sure you probably all know that name, did the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And that was a interesting spin on that character. The voice of Jackson, by the way, was done by Ben Schwartz, who has done voice work for Star Wars before. But he's done a lot of voice work, as well as like actual, on-screen acting. But in Star Wars, he was he did the voice work for BB-8.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The fact that they brought Jackson into it and he kind of played a little bit of a central role. I kind of like it. I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah,
great.
that was cool.
Yeah.
But he did the voice of what's his big role as far as voice acting goes? Sonic the Hedgehog. He does the voice for Sonic the Hedgehog in the Sonic movies.
Nice.
And for those of you who have ever watched the show Parks and Recreation, I know there's a few out there that are big fans. He was the character John Ralphio Saperstein. But so yeah, like we were saying, I mean, it's fun and it's goofy and it's entertaining. That being said, I'll probably only watch it this one time. I don't see myself going and watching this one again.
I think that the reason why the first one captured, and you and I spoke about this, Steve. The reason why the first one captured us so much is because we wanted to see how much the universe had just jumbled up. Because that was the whole premise behind it, was they pulled the cornerstone of the galaxy, which took the galaxy that we know and just turned it into something completely different.
Yeah.
And it gave us things like the Dark Falcon, and it gave us things like Palpatine becoming the light side, and Darth Vader being light, and Luke being a surfer dude, and being the dude, and that. I mean, I think that was the thing that captured us the most about the whole thing. This one really was kind of like you said, it was a continuation of that, and it was cool to see some of the takes. It was more about the bringing the lines of the characters that were there before, like the Palpatine stuff, for instance.
Yeah.
And it reversed into being something that was taken for good instead of being something that was considered evil. And the Kelly Marie Tran, the Rose Tika dark side character was funny, and the Dark Ray and the Darth Jar Jar and the other characters that turned to the dark side was a lot of fun. And
Kit Fisto, wasn't he a Darth?
Yeah, Kit Fisto was a Darth.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was funny to see how they jump, and even in this case, Jabba the Hutt was actually a Jedi.
Yeah, that was funny.
Which is funny. And C-3PO and R2-D2 actually were joined with Padme as being pirates instead of being protocol droids like normal. They were pirates this time. So R2 actually got to act like, in some ways, I think it got to act like Chopper. And
a little bit.
It was a neat little mashup. It was a neat little way to kind of to juggle things up. And as I said before, it's kind of neat to have them do these kind of things where they can just play in a sandbox and you get to see some different aspects. And even like Servo, the little droid Servo that served that was helping him. He even got to meet he had a girlfriend, which was a Viper droid. Which was kind of funny.
That was. I
mean, we got cameos from Andor. We got cameos that were cameos from Andor that were different. We got to see Asajj Ventress ride Rancors. Just a menagerie of just different things that came up, and even like the ship designs. The Dark Falcon showed up again. The snow speeder got an upgrade with some hot rod parts, and we
The
got to
fire.
see
What wasn't there the
BB-8.
fire speeder or the what they call that thing?
The fire speeder or something like that. And then we got to see BB-8 as a B wing, so they call it the BB wing.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's kind of fun. Like I said, it doesn't have to be canon. You don't have to worry about whether it's relevant to the canon of the universe. It doesn't violate any laws. It doesn't violate anything that we've known as established. It's just a sandbox for them to play in, and it's fun. And the first one, like we said, the first one was fun because it was neat to see how things got mashed up and how things became different. The second one was just a continuation of the story, and there were some good moments. There were some fun things, but like Steve said, Steve and I kind of agreed that it was probably not something that we would watch twice, because it's cool to watch it and see what they did with it and see how things turned out and that kind of stuff.
Now,
But
that being said, if one of my grandkids wanted to watch it, I would watch it with them again.
I would volunteer watching this again before I would watch Resistance. Let me just say.
You really do not like Resistance, do you?
I didn't care for Resistance at all. I'm sorry. Yeah, and Smirking Bear said it. The returning of the voice actors, a lot of them came in to do it, to have fun with it, to have a good time, and to bring it. That part to me stood out the most. The fact that all these voice actors came back just to have a little fun in the Star Wars universe, have a good time, something you didn't have to be concerned with. And both episodes is something like you can't, if you're a person who's like, oh, I hate this because it's not canon, blah, 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 blah. You really can't say that about this because I already said it wasn't canon. It doesn't have anything to do with canon. It's just
to
a
have
fun little place to have fun. It's something to play with, something to enjoy. You don't have to take it seriously because it's not canon. It doesn't affect current Star Wars universe. It's just something fun.
Yeah. Bear says even Acolyte beats Resistance. Come on, man. Acolyte wasn't that bad.
I'm sorry. I know. Going off on that tangent again. I liked Acolyte, so there's a lot of things I think that are worse than Acolyte. But
you know what we should do? We should rewatch the Acolyte and do another retrospective.
God, what is it? Is it a year later yet?
Oh, that's a good question. When did that come out?
I think it came out a year ago.
I think you're right. It came out in. Dang it! It came out in June of last year.
Bears says that should be an episode. LOL. Steve and JD watch Resistance against their will. No, Steve has watched it.
I'm actually rewatching it. I mean,
I haven't watched it. I made it through like a couple episodes of the first season, and then after that, I kind of.
Dang, Spencer. Spencer says he'd rewatch Resistance over Acolyte.
That's wow, Spencer.
Wow.
Holy cow. That's rough.
We should do a year later. Acolyte a year later.
We could. We could definitely do an Acolyte. Yeah, I could rewatch it.
But not next week, because next week.
I like for the most. I understand there's some parts in it that are kind of hard to watch and some things that are problematic, but for the most part, overall, I like the show, and I don't. Yeah,
I haven't rewatched it since the original watch.
I haven't either. I haven't had time, so yeah, I would have to. I would definitely have to do a rewatch.
But we should.
Yeah.
Next week, however, we're going to wrap up our sequel trilogy thingy series, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about the rise of Skywalker. While I'm on that subject, let's look at our schedule and see what all. Reveal the Galaxy. So next week is the 7th. We're doing the Rise of Skywalker. Which day did you say you are not? You're not going to be free on the 14th, right?
7th. Yes, I will be here on the 7th. I leave for vacation on the next day, and then I will not be here for the 14th.
Okay, so the 14th, I'm just going to put no show for now, unless I come up with something I can do by myself. But I seriously doubt that's going to happen. We'll probably just take a break. And then the 21st is going to be our Darth Maul episode with
unless people want me to try to do an episode from the top of a mountain, but I don't think that's going to be that.
Nah, that's all right. That's all right.
Sorry, everybody. Even I have to go on vacation.
So then on the 28th, maybe we can do our Acolyte thingy then.
Yeah.
The Acolyte 1 year later. Yeah, so if I don't type this
down, and don't worry, people. We won't break it down by episode. It's just going to be a general review 1 year later.
Yeah, we're not doing an episode by episode thingy.
No.
See,
hell no.
Next week's going to be interesting because we got Tina hates it. Smirking Bear says he likes it. Spencer says he'd watch Resistance over Rise of Skywalker.
Oh God.
Oh dear God. Joy did not like it. I think Bear and I are in the minority. I actually liked.
No, I liked it too.
Well,
I like I said, I've always said I understand.
It's my favorite of the sequel trilogy.
I understand why people find it problematic. I understand why people might not like it.
Yeah,
but that's something that we will probably discuss, because even though we try to stay away from the hate part of the content, which we always try to do.
I mean,
we're still going to address the finer points.
Last week when we were talking about Last Jedi.
I really think when you talk about The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker, it's kind of hard to not address that part of it.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about it. We'll address it. And I think that maybe, you folks chime in, and you guys, even though you guys may not like the discussion, you may not like talking about it, it is an open discussion that we are going to try to do with all fairness to everybody's opinions. And we can talk about how the thing, myself and Steve and a few other people can talk about how much the things about it that we liked and the things that we might find problematic, as well as you folks. And for you folks that didn't like it, you can chime in on what your finer points. But it really is all about just having a good, decent, open discussion that is not considered hateful. We're not going to hate each other because we're done. Everybody has entitlement to their opinion. Everybody has the right to feel about it the way they do. Even everybody has the right to feel about it the way they do. We're not going to judge people because of it, and please don't judge us because of it. But we are going to discuss it, because it would be remiss not to, since we've already done The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. It would be remiss for us not to talk about The Rise of Skywalker and what we enjoyed about it, what we agree is problematic, and some of the finer points. So there you go.
So thanks everybody for coming in, and what
if you haven't got a chance to see,
says he hit the copium. What's the copium? I don't know. Anyway, so thanks for stopping by, talking with us, and putting up with our strange behavior.
Our probably strangest behavior to date, I think.
I don't know. Coffee Enemies was pretty weird.
I still don't think it beats themed condoms from Star Wars. I'm just saying. Just gonna throw it out there.
You didn't even see the really strange things.
I don't need to.
Oh, I'm gonna send them to you.
I'm good.
No, I'm sending you images.
Oh God.
But yeah, thanks for coming in and hanging out with us. Thanks, nerds and nerdettes. Be back next week where we have a very lively and interesting discussion about The Rise of Skywalker. And we will see you then. May the Force be with you.